Well, it's almost time for me to head down to the backstretch at Del Mar Racecourse, just a couple of miles down the road from where I'm staying, for the final day of pre-training ahead of the big extravaganza, which of course over Friday and Saturday is the Breeders' Cup World Thoroughbred Championships. And of course we at Hollywoodbets will all be rooting, won't we, for Izzy Vungu Vungu running on Saturday. But let me look at a couple of races on the juvenile only card, which is on Friday. And first of all, in race 9. Now, this is the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. It's a race that's been in the makeup of this wonderful event right the way from its inception by John Gaines in 1984. That was run, of course, at Hollywood Park. And I will tell you now that there's no coincidence that Hollywoodbets is named that way, because Hollywood Park played a big part in its inception. But let's move on without all that history to talk about a horse running in this that I think has got a great chance, East Avenue, trained by Brendan Walsh. Now, this East Avenue is unbeaten. He's well drawn. He is a horse who has tremendous pace. I think he's got a great chance of wiring this. I really do. He's unbeaten, as I said. I think he can stretch that here. It's tough opposition. Of course it is, with horses, including one gaming from the Bob Baffert stable that looms as a massive threat. But I think East Avenue will win. Now let's look at finally race 10, the concluding race. I call it the nightcap for the juvenile turf. And here, well, what a dilemma it was for William Buick. He was given the choice of Godolphin's two runners in this race. Aomori City was one, Al Qudra was the other. Well, he chose to ride Aomori City, and Bob's your uncle. He's now parked way out on the outside of the field. Not great. And I think here it could be worth siding with Al Qudra, ridden by James Doyle. He's got a lovely draw in 4. I think that this colt has got a great chance of turning round recent placings with a horse called New Century. They met in a Grade 1 the other day, and it was New Century, trained by Andrew Balding, who came out on top. But from the relative draws that they have, I think Al Qudra could easily turn that all round. And for me, he is a bet to savour in the nightcap on the first day of Breeders' Cup.